My dear child, listen carefully to this message today. It is very important, so please don't ignore it. Something has been seen, something special, something that caught someone's attention. This was not a random stranger passing by, not someone who didn't care. No, this time it was someone who holds your name close to their heart. Someone who watched you from afar, and the moment their eyes fell on you, their breath stopped for a moment. They saw you outside, and what they witnessed shocked them deeply. They couldn't believe it was real. For a moment, they just stood frozen, wondering if what they saw was truly you. And yes, it was you. But you were doing something unexpected. Something they never thought you could do, not something shameful, but something that shook them to their very soul. In that moment, all their ideas about you began to change. They saw a light inside you that they had never noticed before. They saw a fire burning within you, a fire that survived the pain, the struggles, the hard times. You were not broken like they had imagined. You were not buried under the weight of your past. Instead, you were standing tall. You were alive. You shone with something beautiful they couldn't explain. They watched you from a distance, and it wasn't the clothes you wore or the place you stood that surprised them. It was the presence you carried. It was like the heavens wrapped around you, like something holy had touched you quietly during your own journey. You were doing something they didn't expect. You were healing in silence. You were rising quietly, peacefully. You were no longer begging anyone to see you. You had become the very vision they couldn't stop looking at. This person did not expect to feel what they felt. Their chest trembled with a mix of guilt, wonder, and longing. For a long time, they believed you had fallen beyond reach. They thought the weight of your past would stop your future. But now, they see clearly. And what they see is so much greater than they imagined. They see someone who didn't break. Someone who turned pain into power, loss into light, silence into strength. You weren't supposed to smile like that again. You weren't supposed to glow like that anymore. You weren't supposed to survive it all. But you did. And the most surprising thing was what you were doing when they saw you. You were loving. You were giving. You were kind. Even after everything was taken from you, after all the closed doors, betrayals, and loneliness, you still had enough soul left to offer warmth to someone else. That shocked them. That stopped their heart. They didn't think you had anything left inside, but you had more than they ever dreamed. They saw you doing something sacred and rare, something the world doesn't teach anymore. You were being real. You were not acting or pretending. You weren't trying to impress anyone. You were simply being yourself. And in that being, there was a strange and quiet beauty. It was like the universe opened up and poured something into your bones that no one else could copy. This person is thinking about you now and hasn't stopped since that moment, because they realized something they were too blind to see before. You were never ordinary. You were never weak. You were never lost. You were just becoming. You were walking through the fire because gold inside you needed to be purified. You walked alone because your footsteps were too special to be followed by the wrong people. You were held in sacred hiding not as punishment, but to prepare you. Now you are stepping out. The veil is lifting. Your time has come. As you live your truth, the people who once overlooked you are stunned. This person who saw you, they are speechless. Deep inside their soul, something is changing. They are questioning how they saw you before. They regret the times they didn't really see you. You were always enough. Always more than enough. And now, even your steps preach a silent message. Your laughter carries healing. Your presence stirs change. That's how powerful your life has become. God says they are shocked because they knew the weight you carried. They knew the pressure you were under. They knew the lies told about you. They knew how hard life had been. But still, they did not expect you to rise like this. They didn't expect you to walk so peacefully. They didn't expect your eyes to hold such calm. Now they wonder how they missed it all, how they missed you. You are not who they thought you were. You are not who the past tried to make you into. You are not the labels, not the stories others wrote about you. You are so much more. And the world is about to see it. This message has been sent through the breath of the Spirit, whispered in stillness, reaching your soul right now. It's no accident. It's a sacred moment made for you. You are being called higher, called deeper, called inward because something was seen, something was noticed. This person saw you outside and was shocked at what you were doing. They stopped not to judge but because they were in awe. There is something about you even you don't fully understand yet. A light, a power, a call that turns heads and moves hearts without words. You didn't mean to show anything. You didn't even know someone was watching. But heaven allowed it. The way you moved, the way you held yourself, the way your heart kept going through it all, someone saw it, and now their spirit is stirred. They can't stop thinking about what they saw, not because of your appearance, but because something eternal showed through you. You weren't doing something ordinary. You were fulfilling a deeper plan, written long before you took your first breath. This message is urgent. The skies have opened to deliver a truth that waited patiently behind the veil. What they saw changed how they think of you. Not just them, heaven saw it too. The angels on your path saw you when you thought no one was watching. Now the shift begins. The shift starts with true recognition, not shallow, fading recognition, but soul-deep acknowledgement that sets things moving. You are not just another person on earth. You carry a destiny. What you did, even if it seemed small, was a signal to the spirit world that you are ready, aligned, stepping into who you were always meant to be. A door just opened. You don't see it yet, but it opened the moment your heart chose to keep going, not giving up. That quiet choice echoed through spiritual walls and broke barriers holding back your name. Your name is being spoken now in places you haven't entered yet. The person who saw you didn't understand it fully at first, but now their soul wants rest. They were sent to you but didn't know why. Now that moment awakened their purpose. They were meant to deliver something, confirm something, be part of your divine puzzle. Soon they will speak. Their voice will feel familiar even if you've never heard it before, because your spirit knew them long before your eyes did. There will be a message not loud but pure. When it comes, something inside you will finally relax, because you'll realize this moment has been forming for a long time. There is more to know. Something is happening behind the scenes, a plan that involves not just you but the people connected to your purpose. You felt it in the quiet, the tug, the restlessness, the feeling that something is coming. You're not imagining it. The spiritual currents are shifting. You are being aligned with divine timing, not human time, but the kind that brings hearts together and turns strangers into answers. The kind that brings exactly what you need when you least expect it: a conversation, a moment, a message. Something that will make everything else make sense. You went through silent seasons, wondering if your prayers reached beyond the ceiling. But the silence is breaking slowly, softly, but surely. You will start to see signs over and over, words, confirmations, little moments piercing through the ordinary with the scent of the divine. Here's the truth you need to hold: not everyone will understand you. Not everyone was meant to. But those who are meant to walk with you, those chosen ones, will see past the surface. They'll see the fire inside you that never died even when it flickered low. They'll see the grace in your struggles, the light in your loneliness, the truth in your silence. The one who saw you is only the start. Others are coming, people who carry pieces of your puzzle, who will help unlock places inside you you thought were closed forever. But you must stay open. Don't hide again. The light that leaked out was no mistake. It was on purpose. You were never meant to stay hidden forever. A moment is coming when you will stand fully as you are, no masks, no fear, just truth, presence, power. You won't walk this next path alone. Someone has been assigned to walk beside you. Their heart is already stirred. Their path already changed. What they saw was the spark. What's coming is the flame. Your destiny is unfolding like dawn, slow at first, then all at once. The things you once forced will start flowing. Doors you struggled to open will open for you, not by striving but by divine placement, the right place, the right time, the right presence. Even as this unfolds, there may be moments you want to retreat, shrink, return to the familiar. Don't. That moment will test you, but you will be stronger than fear, because you will remember this message. You'll remember heaven saw you, someone noticed you, angels moved because of you. The spirit world doesn't move because of perfection, but because of surrender. And in your surrender, you triggered a blessing wave that can't be stopped, not by doubt, past pain, or anyone. There's a reason you felt the weight. You carry something the world needs. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are right. On time. So stand firm, breathe deeply, and step forward, knowing you are seen by God, by angels, and by someone who could not believe their eyes, because you were doing what they never thought possible, becoming the miracle you were born to be. You are loved. You are seen. You are becoming. And everything is changing because of it. Divine messages. Consider contributing through a super thanks. Whether it's $10, $20, $50 or more, Your generosity helps us share these angelic messages with the world. Together, we can build a community of faith, hope, and love.